Alright guys, so I'm here with a new review about Black Clover, wow, Black Clover. And the first thing I want to say, thank you for reminding me about it because I was already forgetting it. And of course, I know I've been more times that I was like, when exactly was it again when it is coming out? But now I found another site where we read it before. And let's just get on to with this review. So hilarious. And there were different points where I was like, I was laughing so hard. It is amazing. I really love Esther and Yami. I say it right. Yes, Yami. So I will just go through the pages because I'm so scared I will miss something that's just too genius to leave out. So the first thing we see is that Yami says, well, you're going to do the same that I did, and by now I already can say you it is key. And it is something different like with Chi, I guess he said. But this dude starts attacking him again and or first starts healing himself. He has some recovery magic and Yami again starts saying, well, get in position. And he and us is like, oh, are you serious? What? Why? So and he's like, well, I wasn't telling you to copy me, my attacks or something, but copy my defense instead. And he's like, what? You want me to defend to something I can't see? And yes, that's pretty different. Oh, difficult, I mean, of course. And he's asking him for money. And it's like, so I will be collecting my 5 Yule fee. And under is like, Yule is like yen or cents in his first. So he's charging him for the lessons. So he's saying it's not mana, but ki. And it is energy, like, I guess you can call it chi. I don't know exactly anymore at the moment, but ki is something like that. It is with your senses. You can sense where somebody is or something is. I myself, do I believe this? Do I in real life? I don't know, but it's something really interesting, and I think at some level you can really use key to some extent. So he's like saying, I use my key to sense where his power is coming from, and he's like, I'm sort of a magic swordman. So this other guy, he calls him this zombie boy or so. Oh yes, Yami calls him the zombie. That zombie guy that comes into this battle. And he's like, all right, you can use him to practice on. And he's like, what? I can never pull off an attack like that. So at first he starts. Oh, that's this genius. So he starts. Yami is Esther starts to sense like, where does this attack come from? And he's like, behind me, and he slash hit away, but gets hit a bit. And Yami's like, well, you're doing it wrong, and kicks him in the back. And he's like, oh, with his two swords. And it is genius what he say. I know I'm not going to say everything he says. I'm not going to read it out, but this I really want to say. So you're only using your ears to detect that one. That's not key. Use all 5 of your senses. You better get a grasp and feeling and reacting about it. If you don't do it properly, I'll kill you myself. And that part is really like, and he's like, I said like, what? You're crazy. But it's just enjoyable how, I don't know how to say, but he's pretty retarded, of course, Yami, and his way of teaching is a bit strange, and I know a lot of people would not react good to that way of teaching. I could do it like that, but it's difficult. So this guy gets angry again and starts using his power to whip up something, some magic whip, and whipping everything around him. And oh man, I know I've got it here, and I need to say this. Yami again. I love his character. He is just so laid back, relaxed, but also this blunt, just the way he says things, does things. He just doesn't care. He's like this. This guy has lost what little mind he had left. Oh man, he really cracks me up. So they got whipped up real bad. At least that's what this guy thinks. But this other zombie guy, I call him zombie guy, is acting all strange like, oh, he is so mighty. All that crap. And they are coming out of the rumble like, yeah, we can do this and we have key and you cannot do this anymore to us. We're not gonna die just by some rumble. And then he's like, Yami saying, well, you know what you did like that with that pasty fool with no eyebrows? Well, you're going to do what? Oh no. And he's like, us is like, wait, what? Why? At first he's like, yes, and then he's like, no. And I really love these reactions where he's like, no, and then he's like, yeah. It's so enjoyable and motivating. I really love this series, and every time I read it, I just get happy inside and love it. And if you are not reading it, well, I wonder why you're watching this, but you really need to read it. I really recommend it. And, of course, tell it to everybody you know, because some people just see this series and are like, oh, it's a rip-off of Naruto. That's something you could think, of course. And even I have thought that at some point at the beginning. I was like, oh, it's a rip-off. Oh, I heard it. I have never read it before like that. And I heard it was a rip-off of Naruto. For Neverworld said it. And I was like, he was talking about how it was also a bit different. But not many people have thought it like from that point on. And I was like, alright. I actually forgot it. Sorry for the coughing. I forgot it. And my brother told me like, yo, you really need to read this series. It's an amazing manga and you're gonna love it. And I like, oh, I know this. I've not read it, but I will read it. Because if you say... So, I start reading the first chapter with him besides me. And I really, since then, I started binge reading that stuff. It was insane, but I was so sad. I was catching up so fast. But it is an amazing series, and I am happy to do reviews about it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know who might like this. Let them know about this great manga. And if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe, stay up to date with new videos that I'm making. And that would be very amazing. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments